Here, and you can go to the other side.
Ready? Michael? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome here to the Tele2 Arena in Stockholm, and welcome to the closing press conference of EHF Euro 2020. Closing, well, still 3 matches to play, all 3 medals still up for grabs, but after 62 out of 65 matches have been played, I think it's a good time to draw a first resume, to draw a first conclusion and see what this championship has all been about. And I'm very welcome to welcome here on the stage the President of the European Handball Federation, Michael Widerer.
Good afternoon.
The CEO of EHF Euro 2020 in Sweden, Christer Bergström.
Hello.
The first Vice President of the European Handball Federation, Peja Boskovic.
Hello.
And the EHF Secretary General, Martin Hausleitner. So, Michael, I would like to give the floor to you for your first summary of this championship.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, first of all, I cannot see you. There is so much light on us, and I can imagine that it is a stress situation for the coaches and the players as well when they are interviewed. So I cannot see you. Probably you can see me. I will do my best here. We are coming directly from a conference of the European Handball Conference of Presidents and Extraordinary Congress, including awarding and so on. So you will hear about that later on. We defined the budgets of the European Handball Federation for the years 21 and 22 in the light of the new marketing contract for the European Championships. And we presented a master plan for the next 7 years in which direction the European Handball Federation wants to act, how to work in order to further improve our products on both national team and club level, in order in 27, and as I was quoted several times, to have a unicorn to even double the value of our competitions. But this is not only targeting the top-level competitions, the lighthouses like Euros or Final Fours. It is also working for grassroots, for internal things. So it's an overall plan, and this was fully accepted by the European Handball Federations by voting. So this is the step we are doing now, and I have received a lot of information what I can say about this European Championship, but I rather tend to say what I feel. For me personally, it's a real triumph, and those who know me for a couple of years know very well that in my previous function as a Secretary General, and even since I am President of the European Handball Federation, I never tended to, to be enthusiastic. But in looking back, in 2015, when there were 3 candidates, Sweden, Austria and Norway, for a European Championship with 16 teams. And we had the idea to merge them and to increase the number of participants to 24 teams. There was a bit of hesitation on different levels of different people, technicians, media, representatives, stating, oh, will this not put too much water into the, I don't want to say the wine, but into the European Championships when weaker teams come in? And what does it mean, a threefold organization like this? And I must say, this championship, and I have been in all the venues, I have really seen enthusiastic people, even in matches which are normally not so much attracting people. So I really feel that, first of all, the 3 organizers have done an excellent job for organizing this jointly. Don't forget, it's even more complex to work 3 different countries and with the EHF and their demands and requests. So they have done a good job. Secondly, there is a lot of acceptance for the new system, understanding that it's very much in favor of the majority of European nations producing new nations. And from my point of view, it's one of the most important things that in a couple of years our sport will be even stronger than it is today. And this can be reached by producing, by having more national federations being motivated, investing into our sport, into our national teams. And this championship is an excellent starting point for this project, for this program. So this was not on my list, it was just that I felt I would like to say that. Thank you very much.
Krista, Michael spoke about a triumph. What is your summary of this championship?
Yeah, first of all, I would like to thank the European Handball Federation for coaching all us organizers in this project. It's been since 2014-15, something like that. It's almost 6 years now. So thank you for this. I also would like to thank the host cities in the old countries, Vienna, Graz, Trondheim, Gothenburg, Malmö, Stockholm. They have been really supportive in this project, and we are very glad for that, or appreciate it. I think it's also important that all people that are working in this project, volunteers, media, and the staff itself, it's important that we also thank them, and we are really happy and proud to have a team around us that make this happen. So with that said, I would like to give you also some information regarding the result or the achievements that have been made in the different countries, and starting with Austria. Austria had more or less sold out all the match days in both Vienna and in Graz, and with an amazing picture. If you saw the games in the teleshow, then it was really nice TV picture as well, and with a very high entertainment value for all. During the 24 games in Austria, more than 152 spectators was visiting the arenas, and that is counting to 86% of the arena capacity, and that is really impressive. It was also the best championship ever in Austria, and also with the highest TV coverage ever in Austria. So this was a really success. When we look at the Norwegian event and the championship, also in Norway, we have sold out or almost sold out all match days, and in average it was more than 75% attendance during the all games, which is impressive numbers as well in this magnificent arena in Trondheim. The fan zone, of course, a huge fan zone in the arena with a lot of people, and also very entertaining. It was a success, and that was also the first time it was implemented in the championship in Norway, with almost 4,000 or above 4,000 visitors per day. The hospitality concepts in the Norwegian project served 800 persons every day, and it's a lot of food and beverage that they need to supply. So that is also really great work. But in overall, the atmosphere and in this new modern venue, the Norwegian championship, the Norwegian part of the championship worked great and perfect, and now they are preparing for the future championship. Sweden, we start with Gothenburg. Gothenburg sold out all 3 days. We had 99% of the arena capacity sold, and the TV picture in the Swedish group was amazing, both in the arena and on telly. The 2 rounds in Malmö, we had the average numbers of over 75% visiting the arenas during the 7 match days that we had. Both from the Danish group or the first preliminary group that included Denmark, for instance, and also the main round in the end. The both cities have all over 7,000 hospitality guests in total during these 7 days. And that is also very, very impressive, not only for us as an organizer, but also for the arena to serve that. But overall, the Gothenburg and the Malmö project gave us a great experience and great atmosphere, and we are very happy about that. Stockholm. I believe that you agree with me that the semifinals started excellent, right? It was a really, really good game. And the magnificent players, both from Norway and Croatia, Spain and Slovenia, gave us an entertainment that I will never forget. It was a fantastic start of the Stockholm event and also the atmosphere in Tele2 Arena. And this is a stadium, event stadium, that also includes not only handball, for the first time handball, but also football, entertainment, artists, and wrestling, and you name it. They can do everything here. So this is the first time they do handball. With the start that we had yesterday, we also set a new national record regards to sold tickets, and also Nordic records regarding sold tickets. And I believe, looking at the numbers right now, we will break that tomorrow, or beat it.
Thank you very much, Christer. Pedro, after you've heard this very positive review of EHF Euro 2020, what is your take on this championship?
Thank you, Thomas, and good afternoon to all of you. And I must say that the EHF Euro Sweden, Austria, Norway has proved us once again how important is the national competitions for the European handball and the international handball as well. This great event wouldn't be possible without all the stakeholders involved with it, and that's why I would like to use this opportunity to say one big thanks to especially all the participating teams, players, coaches, technical staff, for providing extraordinary matches like we experienced yesterday in the semifinals, but also providing one outstanding picture to the people in the house, but also in the outside world. And also, this championship wouldn't be possible without so many volunteers who work very hardly and truly through the whole championship. And I'm pretty sure they are equally deserving one big thanks to for dedicating their free time to be part of this great event. What's very important for us in European Handball Federation is to try to keep this sport as clean as possible. So we are paying a lot of attention on the anti-doping units, so we can proudly say that after the preliminary round we got all the results from all the testing in preliminary rounds, and all the results were negative. So it's really good to keep this, and we will for sure have the other results from the main round, semifinals, and the final weekend that we will present to the public. And I would like to say that this event is much more than about the games. Of course, that's the most important part of the event, but together with this event, we were working hardly and having a lot of meeting sites of sport halls. And we had a master coach course here. We had last couple of days executive committee of European Handball Federation. Today, as Michael said, we had the conference of presidents, we had the extraordinary congress, and other very important meetings with only one goal: to try to find and to define our strategy on a right level, to have this sport in the future on much higher level, and to use this master plan that we adopted today as a stepping stone for having this sport on completely new dimension. So one inevitable part of this strategy is media representatives. Without you, we cannot do anything. So I'm asking you to support us in this direction to develop this sport that we love very much. I'm pretty sure you as well as we do. So thank you once again for being here today on this press conference, and let's work on the basis of this strategy to develop our sport. Thank you.
Thank you, Peter. Martin, could you briefly comment on EHF Euro from a business point of view?
Thank you, Thomas. I have to admit that also for me this moment is a very emotional one, as for me a circle is completed. Remembering quite well that we sat together 2014 in the environment of the final in Denmark in a small room in Henning and constructing this new format of the EHF Euro. Then still on the other side and a possible applicant for this tournament. Then joining my colleagues on the other side, guiding them through the project, and I would really want to thank for the cooperation, for the nice cooperation, for the fruitful cooperation. Thousands of hours have been delivered. There was enthusiasm, there was struggling, there was fighting, there was a wonderful creativity brought from every party into this project, and finally we have this wonderful event here. I want to thank not only my colleagues, but also the volunteers, the professional staff, the many companies, professional companies contributing from TV stations or cabling companies who made this success also possible. It is my part to thank our partners, Sharefloor, Salming, Select with the eyeball, and Sport Transfer, delivering the basic goods for our sport, and also a new gain partner, Europa Versicherung, who supported and made some investments more possible. Thanks to our media and marketing partner Infront, we saw the busiest Euro ever when it comes to activation of our sponsors. It was the first time that we are sold out, completely sold out with partner packages. And to the big benefit of the event, a lot of these partners activated their sponsorships. And I really want to mention the very positive attitude of Lidl with their fan sofa, which was an element in every venue setup, and also delivering video content from Lidl to thousands of fans, just not fans, but customers from them using their social media platforms. We had the Grundfos player of the match, which was a well appreciated and accepted action and activation also from the player side, providing hundreds of children in Ethiopia with clean water. And we experienced again, and happily to experience it again, the Simply Fan campaign from Gorenje, bringing hundreds of fans to the venue supporting their teams. In addition, we saw a lot of activation on-site in the venues from our sponsors Engelbert Strauss, Unibet, Intersport, Bauhaus and Liquimoli. So we created really a wonderful and colorful picture at the venues. A big project, I'm really happy and proud that we could invest in this project, was the Kinexon tracking and the eyeball project. It was the first time that we not only could deliver to our fans additional data. As we know, the fan world is gaining for data. They want to know how fast the shot was, how high the player jumped, or how fast he was running. But it was the first competition on the highest level we could fully cover with the tracking of the players, and these tracking data give us now additional and wonderful information for the further development of our sport. It will be evaluated by our scientists. It will be the teams are provided with their data. They can make their conclusions about the workload of the player, and was the first time that we could do that on the highest possible level.
Thank you, Martin. Thank you, gentlemen, here on the podium with me. For all the media representatives present here, Michael, Martin, Krista, and Pedro as well are available for interviews afterwards, which is why I would like to go over to the next point, which is the traditional flag handover from the current host to the next host, the next men's host, so men's EHF Euro 2022 in Hungary and Slovakia. And first of all, I would like to ask Peja, Krista, and Martin to leave the stage. And the presidents of Sweden and Norway, representing the hosts, and the presidents of Slovakia and Hungary, representing the future hosts, as well as Michael, to stay here for the official flag handover. So I think the flag has successfully arrived in Hungary and Slovakia. However, while the Men's EHF Euro 2022 is 2 years away, we are already playing the next Euro in just a year. And this is the Women's EHF Euro 2020, which will take place in Norway and Denmark, starting on the 3rd of December. So just under 11 months from now. And well, let's have a look what we can expect when women's handball comes to these two nations.
There's a game in which ambition knows no age, perseverance, no team color, skill, no limit. It's a contest that can't be won alone, where achievement is measured in the roars of your squad as well as in the eyes of your fans. Where every effort is essential and every detail born from determination. If you've ever played it, coached it, or watched it, you know that goals come with bruises, celebration comes with sacrifice, and participation comes with pride. The Women's EHF Euro 2020 is on. Packed arenas await stars, talents, and fans. It's handball, it's passion. Pass it on.
So, pass it on is the key message of Women's EHF Euro 2020, and I would now like to welcome on stage Per Bertelsen as president of the Danish Handball Federation and Kåre Geir Leo as president of the Norwegian Federation to give us a brief insight what is behind this key message.
Thank you.
Yeah. Kåre Geir, the floor is all yours.
Dear handball friends, what a day it is for handball, and what a day it was yesterday. I think it was John Lennon who once said, life is what happens when you're planning something else. Or at least, for me, when you're hoping for something else. But something develops according to the master plan, and tomorrow we conclude another fantastic EHF Euro. And let me congratulate the two finalists, Croatia and Spain, very much for a fantastic performance throughout the whole tournament. The other of us have to move on for the future possibilities. Today, however, we present the next EHF Euro, the Women's Euro 2020 in Norway and in Denmark. It's only 10 months away, and thousands of tickets have already been sold even though 14 out of 16 spots in the championship still needs to be decided. That's what handball is all about. It's about belief, it's about trust, it's about enthusiasm, and above all, about passion for our beautiful game and a desire to celebrate the biggest stars on the planet. In Stavanger, in Frederikshavn, in Trondheim, in Herning and Oslo, packed arenas will tell the tale of a sport that continues to grow in global presence and popularity. One of my former players once said, "I was made for handball." And handball made my life. So we, as the responsible persons in this game, have to make some more good handball. Now I would like to say hello and welcome to my friend Per Bertelsen and wish you good luck. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Kåre. When we are sitting here, it's not easy for us to come after all these fantastic things that we have heard from the men's side. But 10 years ago, our two countries hosted the first ever EHF Euro, shared between two countries. And now we see the men's over 3 countries. We have started something there. Yeah. And the hook success made it clear that the great cooperation was worth repeating. And here we stand, ready to pass the great atmosphere, memories, and great performance of the EHF Euro to the one we are hosting in December. Norway and Denmark are the most experienced championship host with 11 major championships for both men's and women's between us. We have a responsibility to use this experience to create the most memorable women's EHF Euro in history, and on off the course from the championships open December the 3rd, 2020, and all the way to the final day in Oslo, December the 20th. Hoop troughs are expected to gather in the arenas when the players will pass the passion from the court to the stands. We will celebrate our amazing sport with the love of the game. See you all in Denmark and Norway in December. Thank you.
Thank you, Kåre. Thank you, Per. I think pass it on as a really, really strong message, and we're looking very much forward to coming to Norway and Denmark in just about a year's time. Well, let's jump 1 year further ahead and look again at the men's EHF Euro 2022. Look at what's here to my left, because this will now play a key role. And for a short presentation on EHF Euro 2022, I would like to welcome here on stage the head of the respective organizing committees, Szabolcs Biro for Hungary and Martin Simonidis for Slovakia, as well as Edith Szalai, because she's just going to take over my role and I can stop hosting. That's great. So, the floor is all yours, and you're responsible for passing the mic from one to the other.
Thank you very much, Thomas. So, hello everyone from our side. We are the next organizers of the next men's EHF Euro, which will take place in 2022 in Hungary and Slovakia. On behalf of the OC, we wish to express our huge appreciation, and we congratulate our Swedish, Norwegian and Austrian colleagues for the over-the-top execution of the EHF Euro 2020. It made us wonder what more can be made out of it. Actually, we will venture beyond the boundaries of a sport event and plan to bring something very different. But first, we wish to take the ball to our half. It is my pleasure to introduce the Men's EHF Euro 2022 logo. So the Men's EHF European Handball Championship, a great event to celebrate a fantastic sport, handball. But the Euro 2022 may be different than any other championships before. Why? Because it will be much more than just a series of games. It will bring 2 colorful weeks full of fun with a wide spectrum of experiences. For this reason, we will not be communicating Euro 2022 as a traditional sport event. It will be so much more. And an opportunity for us to engage and connect people in many, many different ways. So the Euro 2022 is not just a traditional sport event, it is a handball festival. We are aiming not only to grab the hardcore sport fans' attention, but also those youngsters who constantly seek for new experiences without being familiar with the exciting world of sports. We want the whole event to be a source of inspiration for various audiences. So, if you are a huge sport enthusiast, we can offer you the opportunity to share the live experience of being at world-class games. Furthermore, we also offer you limitless extra possibilities, culture, gastronomy, events, and all the experiences Hungary and Slovakia has to offer. And if you are more into culture, gastronomy, or party, we are offering you the atmosphere of a giant festival where you can also get introduced to new ways of enjoyment. The excitement of rooting for a team, the unique feeling of being in a stadium filled with people cheering, and the ultimate adventure of becoming a handball fan. This is how a traditional championship can become a true celebration of a fantastic sport. And this is what our concept is all about. Euro 2022, watch games, see more. And now, as we've seen the video of the venues, I pass the word on to Szabolcs.
Okay.
Oh, no, wait, sorry. Are we seeing? We're going to Szabolcs, right? Yes, Szabolcs, the word is yours.
Thank you, Edith. As you saw, we will connect 5 cities in 2 countries. Hungary and Slovakia is a region is quickly and easily accessible from anywhere in Europe. all organizing cities have airports in or very near them. Moreover, Bratislava, Budapest, Debrecen can be accessed via low-cost airlines. All hotels are located only a few minutes from the competition and the training venues. All venues related to events such as fan zone, for example, will be within the arm's reach of the fans. All in all, we offer a compact solution to teams and fans alike, which does not only help them to save a lot of time and money, but also increases their comfort level. Parallel to the sport event, we will build up an entire festival program which will expand as a championship progresses. So for the end of the main round and for the final weekend, we really plan to surprise all the fans. So I pass the word to Martin.
Thank you.
Colleague.
We are looking forward to 18 tournament days with 65 great games of handball. Preliminary round matches will take place in 5 cities, as Sabi said, is Budapest, Debrecen, Szeged, Košice, and 2 groups will be held in Bratislava. Playing system will be same in Euro 2020. 2 best teams from each group will qualify to the main round. Main round will be held in Budapest and Bratislava. And the final weekend will be held in the capital city of Hungary. We are really looking forward to welcome you in our 2 beautiful countries.
I'm pretty sure we're going to have a 6-second of the logo, but while we are waiting, let me thank you very much for the opportunity to present the upcoming Men's EHF Euro 2022 in Hungary and Slovakia. We hope to welcome you all in 2 years, your respected national teams, and all of your fantastic fans. Please visit us in 2022 to watch games and see much, much more. Thank you very much and goodbye.
Thank you.
Thank you, Thomas.
Thank you very much, Edith. Thank you very much, Szabolcs. Thank you very much, Martin. As we're coming to the end of this press conference, it has become a good tradition for the European Handball Federation on the occasion of the final weekend of a men's European Championship to award the Sean Rowland Special Media Award. This award is named after Sean Rowland, the EHF Communications Manager who passed away in 2008. And it's always given to someone who has made a major contribution to handball media. And when we were looking at this and kind of thinking about who would be the right person to receive this award, it was an easy and at the same time a difficult decision, because in summer this year, I mean, and I can speak for the EHF Media and Communications Department. We were shaken by the sad news that one of handball's most esteemed journalists had passed away in a tragic car accident. And I mean, I've only taken this role as head of media and comms over half a year ago, and I know that there are many more in this room who know this person much better than I do. But I remember when I started with the EHF and we were looking for a story from Hungary. JJ Rowland, who has now taken over the role as business development manager and who's been the head of media and comms for almost 10 years, he told me, call Josef Simon. And I did call Josef Simon, and this was probably in 2013. And yeah, it was as he was described to me. He was helpful. He was cheerful. We've met many a time at the EHF Final Four in Budapest at various occasions on European Championships, on the EHF Champions League, and as I've mentioned the name now, the European Handball Federation would like to posthumously award the Sean Rowland Special Media Award to Josef Simon, and I would like Laszlo Nagy, as a former West Ham player, because I know Josef has a special seat in the tribune there, and now Vice President of the Hungarian Handball Federation to accept the award on his behalf. Well, thank you very much, and let's finish this press conference on a lighter note. Thank you very much for having attended this press conference. Thank you very much for having attended EHF Euro 2020. I hope you've had a great time so far. I hope you will even have a better time now at the upcoming medal matches. I wish you all the best for the remaining 2 days, and have a great time here at the Tele2 Arena in Stockholm. Thank you very much.